It is basically looking at investment in youth from a different dimension. This time we're trying to focus on empowering young people in countries where they might have policies or circumstances that make it difficult for them to access healthcare and to access their full potential as young people. So in this conference, we're trying to disseminate this empowerment and these tools for them to be able to do the same work in their communities when they go back home.
What is it that you think is the biggest challenge now, not just in Rwanda, but in developing countries in general, about family planning?
In many of our societies, young people and mainly women and girls do not have that opportunity to make the decisions freely themselves. So they have to either submit to what is already happening in their societies or in most cases to their husbands, to the male figures in their communities, etc., etc. So here we're just trying to give the wide range of opportunities about family planning, about how a woman, a girl, or even a man can plan their lives, can plan their futures, can pursue their different endeavors in life without having to worry about the consequences of not having access to family planning, be it contraceptives, be it other health services. Once they have these tools and resources, once they are informed, then they can make the decisions themselves, and then they can choose what to do with their lives.
I guess the challenge is getting the message through to people who, as you say, are under social pressures, religious pressures. How do you make sure that they're empowered enough, given all the pressures that they're under?
We want it to be big so that the impact can be big, so that, the waves that this conference can send go far and beyond.
The conference has a very ambitious goal, or one of which is enabling 120 million women to access voluntary quality contraception by the year 2020. How do you plan to do that?
First of all, to tackle social norms, to tackle cultural norms that make it such a taboo and such a sensitive topic that we can't even approach. Once we tackle that, we want to focus on basically improving the access that these women can have in terms of contraception.
The politics of contraception from countries like the US, for example, is quite controversial. I mean, we've seen debate after debate about family planning, about Planned Parenthood. That debate kind of looms large over any kind of conversation about contraception anywhere around the world. And I'm just wondering, what conversations are you having? Or is the West or the United States featuring at all?
What we're trying to do and what we're trying to focus on here is for countries where these services and these concepts haven't been discussed, to at least try to bring the debate on the table and see if it's actually going to make any difference.